Just a few days ago, the Princess of Wales found herself in the headlines, and it wasn't for a pleasant reason. The buzz was all about her sudden withdrawal from Royal Ascot, one of the most prestigious events on the British social calendar. This sudden absence was not just surprising, it was startling. For many, the Princess of Wales, better known to us as Kate, is the embodiment of grace and resilience. So to hear that she was struggling with recovery from a health issue was deeply concerning. This was no ordinary royal news. It was a stark reminder of the human side of royalty, that beneath the crowns and the titles, they too are susceptible to life's challenges. The news of her withdrawal from Royal Ascot wasn't just a headline, it was a jolt that sparked a wave of public concern and sympathy. After all, the princess is a beloved figure, admired for her poise, her dedication to public service, and her commitment to her family. But her absence also sparked speculation, as is often the case with the royals. Questions started to swirl. Why now? Why so suddenly? Was it a last-minute decision or the culmination of a long struggle? The palace's carefully worded statements did little to quell the curiosity, and instead seemed to fan the flames of speculation. The narrative that unfolded was one of uncertainty and concern. The princess, who has been a constant and comforting presence, was suddenly out of the public eye, and in her absence the public was left to speculate, to worry, and to hope for her swift recovery. The princess's withdrawal from Royal Ascot wasn't just an event, it was a moment that reminded us all of the fragility of health, the pressures of public life, and the strength of the woman who carries the title of Princess of Wales. This unexpected turn of events left royal watchers and the general public alike. Fast forward just 2 weeks and the narrative has taken a surprising turn. With the dust barely settled from the jarring news of the princess's absence at Ascot, the royal scene has been illuminated once again by her unexpected presence. Popping up at a state dinner like a phoenix rising from the ashes, the Princess of Wales has made a stunning return to the public eye. And the surprises don't stop there. Whispers in the royal grapevine suggest that she might grace the Wimbledon courts this Sunday. Yes, you heard it right. The grand finale of the world's oldest tennis tournament might just see the princess in the audience, her smile as radiant as ever. This sudden burst of activity has left many bewildered. Just weeks ago, we were talking about her struggles, her recovery, and her need for privacy. And now, seemingly overnight, she's back in the limelight, attending high-profile events and making headlines once again. Is it just me, or does something not quite add up here? It's not just the rapid pace of her return that's raising eyebrows. The sheer magnitude of these events, a state dinner, Wimbledon, it's all very public, very high-profile. It's a far cry from the quiet recovery we were led to believe she was undergoing. Now, don't get me wrong, it's fantastic to see the princess up and about, especially after the challenges she's faced. But the sudden switch from absence to high-profile engagements is puzzling. And it's not just us commoners who are scratching our heads. The media, the royal watchers, even the casual observers, everyone is asking the same question. What's going on? In the grand scheme of things, the return of the princess is a cause for celebration, but the inconsistency of it all, the sudden switch, it's enough to make one wonder. This sudden switch from absence to high-profile engagements has left many scratching their heads. Now, this unexpected turn of events begs the question, is there more to this than meets the eye? It's hard not to wonder if the princess's seemingly sudden recovery and return to the public eye isn't a simple story of resilience, but rather a calculated move on the part of the palace. Consider this, the royal brand has been under immense pressure recently. Public interest in the monarchy is waning, with Prince William in particular struggling to resonate with the masses. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle's popularity continues to soar, with her Instagram account hitting 4 million followers effortlessly. In this context, the timing of the princess's return is indeed curious. Could it be that her re-emergence is a strategic attempt to divert attention and restore some of the monarchy's lost glamour? Could she be the monarchy's secret weapon, the poised, glamorous figure used to distract from the other challenges plaguing the royal family? Indeed, the inconsistency in her public appearances only fuels this speculation. One moment, she's reportedly not ready to resume her royal duties. The next, she's attending state dinners and expected at Wimbledon. It's a dramatic shift that leaves one wondering, are these appearances more about PR, than they are about her personal readiness. The princess's struggle and recovery have garnered much public sympathy and support. People rallied behind her with genuine concern, but now they're left feeling confused and potentially manipulated. The public deserves transparency and sincerity, not vague timelines and surprise appearances that feel more strategic than truthful. If the princess is truly ready to step back into the public eye, that's wonderful and should be celebrated. But if her appearances are being orchestrated for the benefit of the palace's image, that's a different story altogether. Could the princess be more than just a royal figure, but also a strategic tool in the monarchy's PR arsenal? It's a question that, at this point, seems more than fair to ask. The public's reaction to these developments has been mixed, to say the least. On one side, there's an outpouring of relief and joy. After all, the sight of the princess, radiant and participating in public events, is a welcome one. People are thrilled to see her seemingly in good health and eager to resume her role in royal duties. However, there's another side to this coin. Many are confused, their joy tinged with concern and a fair share of skepticism. They remember the palace's announcement about the princess's struggles, her stepping back from public life, and the sudden cancellation of Royal Ascot. They remember the worry, the speculation, and the empathy they felt for her. And now, they're left wondering. Was their concern genuine, or was it manipulated? Was the princess's struggle real, or just a strategic move? These questions are not born out of malice or cynicism, but out of genuine concern for the princess and a desire for transparency from the palace. Critics have voiced their thoughts, suggesting that the palace might be exploiting the princess's struggles to garner public sympathy. They argue that the sudden push into high-profile engagements, the vague timelines, and the secretive decisions all seem more strategic than sincere. They question if the princess is being used as a pawn in a larger game, her personal struggles leveraged to distract from other issues the royal brand might be facing. These criticisms are not to be dismissed lightly. They resonate with a public that has been left feeling manipulated and confused. They want to rally behind the princess, but they also demand transparency and sincerity from the palace. The public's concern for the princess is clear, but so is their demand for transparency and sincerity from the palace. They want to believe in the princess's recovery, but they also want to trust that the palace is not exploiting her struggles for their own gains. It's a delicate balance, and one that the palace would do well to consider. Now, we turn the conversation over to you, our viewers. This roller coaster of public appearances and sudden disappearances, of radiant smiles and whispered concerns, leaves us all with a lot to unpack. The question on everyone's lips: is the Princess of Wales's recent return to public life a genuine sign of her recovery? Or is it a carefully choreographed PR move by the palace? What do you make of this sudden shift from the shadows into the limelight? Does it speak of resilience and recovery, or does it hint at a larger strategy at play? Consider the timing, the events, and the public's reaction. Think about how the palace's handling of her situation has left you feeling. Is it a sense of relief and joy at seeing her back in public life, or does it leave a bitter taste of manipulation? Do you feel that the palace is being transparent, or are there layers of meaning hidden beneath their official statements? And most importantly, what about the princess herself? Do you believe her return was genuine? Does her smile reach her eyes, or does it feel forced? Do you think she's truly ready to step back into the public eye, or is she being pushed too soon? These are not easy questions to answer. They require us to sift through the facts, read between the lines, and trust our instincts. They ask us to consider not just what we see, but also what we don't see. They challenge us to question the narratives we are presented with and to seek the truth that lies beneath the surface. So, share your thoughts. Let us know what you think. The story of the Princess of Wales is not just about one woman's battle with illness and recovery. It's about the role of the monarchy in our lives, the power of public image, and the thin line between privacy and public duty. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more honest breakdowns of the stories behind the royal headlines.